Will Chelsea win the race for the superstar Erling Haaland, the generational talent, or will Real Madrid, Man City or Manchester United pimp Chelsea to the generational superstar? We'll have to wait and see. In this video, I'll be analysing each club's opportunities and chances to sign Erling Haaland this summer. We'll be analysing the agent situation, we'll be analysing the owner's ambition to sign him, and of course the finances and the pull power in regards to the manager situation and the club's finances for the summer. We'll be analysing Real Madrid, Manchester United, Manchester City and Chelsea, the four front-running clubs for Erling Haaland's signature. We'll be delving into Matt Law's article in regards to Erling Haaland, and then we'll come to the conclusion to realise which club has the best opportunity to sign Haaland. We'll be analysing it all, but before I do get into it, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and comment down below which club do you think are going to sign Erling Haaland. Do you think Chelsea have the best opportunity, or do you think it's going to be one of the Manchester clubs or Real Madrid? Leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Starting off with Matt Law's article. Matt Law released an article early this morning, and it was in regards to the race for Erling Haaland. Which club between Manchester United, Manchester City and Chelsea are all in the hunt for the superstar, but which club will actually sign them? What are their chances? And I've added Real Madrid in the mix because they simply are in the running for him, and I'll be doing Real Madrid last. I'll be analysing their opportunities and chances. But in regards to both Manchester clubs and Chelsea, what are their chances of signing Erling Haaland? Now, the three key components I'm going to be analysing is the situation with his agent, Managerial. I'll also be analysing the manager, the pull power between Thomas Tuchel, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Pep Guardiola, the background. And then finally, I'll be looking at the owners as well, Roman Abramovich, Sheikh Mansour, and of course the Glazers. Now, between Chelsea, Manchester United and Man City, who will sign? Let's start off with the agent. Now, Raiola, of course, is a key figure in Erling Haaland's entourage. He is, of course, his agent, but his father, of course, Alf Inc., who used to play for Man City, he's also will have a massive influence in where Erling Haaland will end up next. But Managerial was a key figure in allowing Erling Haaland to join Borussia Dortmund in January last year, when both United and Chelsea had shown interest in the player, and it appears that the Italian will again have a big influence on his next destination. That could be bad news for Chelsea, with sources unable to recall a single player that the Blues have signed for Ireland. Now, we need to take into context in regards to the agent. Now, this could be bad news for Chelsea because we've never signed a player that has been a client of Managerial. We look back to the Romelu Lukaku days back in 2017. Chelsea were on the verge of the completion of the Romelu Lukaku deal. However, that deal never materialised because Manchester United signed him for the same fee because of the agent Managerial. Chelsea do not deal with Managerial because of his greediness, the fact that he charges extortionate agent fee. Will Chelsea accept what happened in the past to move on and try and build a relationship with Managerial, or are we going to hold our ground firm, hold that grudge and not deal with Managerial, meaning we won't be signing Erling Haaland? We'll have to wait and see. And of course, in regards to that, Manchester United have a couple of clients. They signed Romelu Lukaku, they've got Paul Pogba. These are all Managerial clients. The Man City also don't deal with Managerial clients. They haven't got a single player in that Man City squad that is a Managerial client, and so again, they don't deal with the likes of these up and coming super agents. It's Manchester United. So in that component, Manchester United takes the win. They have that advantage in the agent component. Now, let's look at the second component, and that is, of course, the manager. Look at all the managers: Chelsea, Thomas Tuchel; Man City, Pep Guardiola; and Manchester United, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Now, let's start off with Manchester United. Manchester United, we know their manager, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, is Norwegian, and so is Erling Haaland. He's also Norwegian. He was actually involved at Molde to help grow and develop Erling Haaland when he was at Molde. There's images, there's pictures of them together at Molde in Norway. So there is some background, there is some history between them. And when Erling Haaland was at RB Salzburg and he was on the verge of moving, and he ended up moving to Borussia Dortmund, Manchester United were heavily interested in him, and everyone thought that he was Manchester United bound. However, that deal never materialised, but it is spoken in the media that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Erling Haaland actually have a very good relationship, of course, both of them being Norwegian. So naturally, people would think that they would have an upper hand. However, that may not be the case. Man City with Pep Guardiola is one of the best managers of all time, an elite tactician. We know his pedigree, we know what he did with Barcelona, created arguably the best ever Spanish side, the best ever side in the history of football ever. That Barcelona 2011 team was simply superb with your Xavis, your Iniestas, your Lionel Messi's in his prime. This guy created a dynasty of Barcelona. It's absolutely phenomenal. So, because Pep Guardiola is arguably at this moment in time the best manager in Europe, His pull power is unmatched. He could literally pull any single player at this moment in time. Add in the fact that, of course, his father, who used to play for Man City, has a massive influence of where Erling Haaland will go. Man City, in my opinion, do take the edge when it comes to the managerial situation. Now, with Thomas Tuchel's never had a relationship with Erling Haaland. He's never spoken to him. He admires the player, but he's never, managed him. He's never spoken to him. They're not on the same nationality, so there's not really a real connection there. So when it comes to managerial pull power, I think Thomas Tuchel is up there as one of the best managers in Europe. But when you're coming to Pep Guardiola, who's done a longer span, longer time periods, you've got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who's got that history with Erling Haaland. I think that for this one specifically, Man City take the edge when it comes to managers. And the third component I'll be looking at is the owner. Now, out of the owners, Roman Abramovich, Sheikh Mansour for Man City, and then you've got the Glazers as well for Manchester United. Which owner is willing to put their money where their mouth is, put the finances on their table and get this deal done? And for me, the answer is simple. It's advantage Chelsea. We have the best owner in football, in my personal opinion. What he's done off the pitch, what he's done on the pitch. We have the finances, we have the resources, we have the ambition to pull off a deal like Erling Haaland. As I said, we have the finances. If the club haven't generated enough revenue, which we have, we generate hundreds of millions of pounds every season, despite a COVID climate and a COVID market. Roman Abramovich has already confirmed that he will input some of his own money to get the Erling Haaland deal done, because he sees Haaland as a Hazard 2.0. He is desperate to get Haaland to Chelsea, and usually if there's something Roman wants, he usually gets that player to that club. But if Chelsea really want this deal, we will pay whatever Minarala wants. Minarala will take Haaland to the club, whoever pays Minarala the most money. If Chelsea go, here you go, here's 40 million, personally, just to side off to the agent, to Minarala. Minarala will drag Haaland off his feet to Chelsea, because Raula will dictate where he goes. It's as simple as that. And if Roman is desperate to get him done, he will come to Chelsea. And Haaland's already come out and confirmed that he said he wants a club that wants him badly. And Chelsea are desperate for him. Chelsea are desperate for a world-class centre-forward. Chelsea want Erling Haaland, and specifically Roman Abramovich wants Erling Haaland, and he will do everything in his power to ensure that Erling Haaland becomes Chelsea's number 9 for next season. It's all about a matter of time. Deals like this will take time. It will take weeks and months of negotiating. We have to negotiate directly with Borussia Dortmund because of a lack of release clause this specific window. So it's something that's going to take time. But when it comes to the owner, it is advantage Chelsea. I don't think anyone can dispute that. You've got likes of Glazers who are not willing to essentially splash that amount of money. They like to line their pockets up. You then got Sheikh Mansour. Yes, they spend a lot of money, but they've never really spent that amount on one specific player. They spend players that are around market value of 40 to 50 million pounds. And of course, they don't deal with agents with massive, agent fees. It's as simple as that. Now, what is the verdict? What is the conclusion from this? What can you conclude from this? Now, before I do my conclusion, let's move on to the final club, which is Real Madrid, who are also in the running to sign Erling Haaland. Now, this is the thing with Real Madrid. Real Madrid are by far the biggest club in Europe, in my personal opinion. They are the biggest club in the world, the biggest franchise. They make the most amount from shirt sales, the amount of trophies they've won. They are a historic elite club. They are the creme de la creme. They are the best club in Europe by hands down, and the biggest club in Europe. Now, however, look at their finances. A lot of clubs have been hit hard financially because of the COVID climate. But currently, as you can see, Real Madrid have a gross debt of 901 million euros. 901 million euros. Absolutely staggering amounts of debt. Now, how are you going to recuperate that? How are you going to reduce that deficit? They've got to make player sales. If they have any hope of securing Erling Haaland, they're going to have to sell some players this summer. They're going to have to offload Gareth Bale off the books. They're going to have to offload some players. Their squad is stacked full of quality, but they need room in their squad. They have to get some room in that squad, and they need to raise some funds because they're in so much debt at this current moment in time. So for me, I don't think Real Madrid are front runners because they're in so much debt and they need to make player sales before they can sign likes of Erling Haaland. Now, what is the verdict? What is the conclusion? Now, for me personally, I think Man City are leading the pack. Man City are leading the pack because, as again, they've got the owner, they've got the finances, they've got the resources, and Erling Haaland's father used to play for Man City. He will have a massive influence of where Erling Haaland comes to next. Now, we know that in regards to the manager, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has got the history, but don't forget Pep Guardiola is the best manager in the world. His pull power is unmatched. I would give the favourites to Man City, but Chelsea, in my personal opinion, are second favourites. Again, we have the owner, we have the ambition, we also have the finances, and we have the willingness to pay the agent fees more than Man City. So if we can persuade Minarala and give him more agent fees, he will push Erling Haaland to come to Chelsea. We have a fantastic project going on. He will slot in straight at number 9. He will be our first team player. He will be our best player. by hands down, and the project that we have to win the Champions League, to win the Premier League, the team, the way that we have this upward spiral that we want to get to become an elite club once again in not too distant future. I think all of these factors combined, that puts Chelsea in second place. I would then put Real Madrid in third place and Manchester United at fourth place. That is the ordering I would put in terms of priority for Erling Haaland, in my personal opinion. But what do you guys think? Leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. If you did enjoy this talking point video, smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'll see all of you guys for my next video. Peace.